Um, I can. There's one thing that's peaking right now, but it's not my interest. It's actually I think your mic. Yeah, I think your microphone might. And now it's like back. Yeah, that's better. Um, so how did you get involved in the Carson community? Like, how long have you been around? Because I know you hadn't been discovered by the like in the Carson videos. I knew you were making weird shit for a long time before it got found. Uh, but how did you kind of come across the Carson community? Mm, nice. Mm, kept undercover while you grew in power. Um, but like going back before, even before the Carson community, like like everyone knows, most people know about your website from the video it was shown in. But and like your art, which I really like. It's kind of weird, which I like. That's like cool. Um, how did you kind of get into that space where you had your own website and you're making pants and shirts with designs on them? Mm, mm, mm. So you've been doing it for a while. Like, so how has that kind of been? Like, do you remember like your first sale or like any feedback that you received that like was really positive or even really negative? Like, what are like the peak moments of your website and like art and selling stuff? Oh, I got you. The noise suppression is canceling out everything except it like slamming into walls, and it's just like that's awesome. Oh, is that that black and white like print of your face? Mm. What'd you say? Oh, Do you know who bought that? Was it was it like a friend or just someone random? Were you hyped? Like, was that exciting? Yeah, just like you're just a charity kind of guy. So like, this may be like a kind of like a strange like question to trying to dive into, but are you inspired at all by like you see like underground rappers like make kind of stuff like that and wear stuff kind of like that? Like, are you inspired by any like, or is it just all? Yeah, I mean, I was looking at your website and your website changes. Like stuff that was there originally isn't there anymore. And I was kind of wondering, do you like did you sell that Stinky Winky shirt? Mm, mm. Was it a Carson fan that bought that probably, or what do you know? Oh, so that's Carson saw it after it was sold. Mm. So like going back to the Carson community, like what is like the Carson community for you? Because like some people obviously are a little bit on the antisocial, don't go outside kind of side of the server, where it's kind of just like their only way to interact with people. But you have a lot of stuff outside of the server, so I was kind of wondering what your reason for being there is. Just is it for fun or like I'll just let you explain kind of why you're there. Yeah, yeah. Season 5 has been like amazing. Yeah, yeah. So like about that, obviously there's like basically an entire video on you and your builds. There's some other people thrown in there. It's like weird builds in Minecraft, but like it starts with you and it circles back to you. Um, how has that affected anything? Like, do you get have you got had any like antisocial like what is it called? Parasocial interactions on the server like afterwards, or has it been really positive? Like, have you made a lot more friends and people like love you now? Or I don't know. I don't know what that. You didn't. You left him on red. Can you send me the picture of the Sour Patch Gummy? Is it like a PNG or is it like a picture he took? That I can't believe you didn't become his friend after that. If someone sent me that, I mean that's pretty yeah, the little Sour Patch guys were waving at you too, saying hello. Um so you would say that you've enjoyed the Carson community like a lot and it's only gotten better. Um Nobody. Kind of because I've kind of gotten into talking to this with everybody, but like, um, where did your like life kind of start? Like, how did you become the person you are today through like grade school, high school? Because I'm assuming you've graduated high school probably. Mm, nice. Um, just like some memories that you have that are significant, either good and bad. Um, just curious. On Wii's? Dang. And you never like switched accounts? You just all the same? Mm. I've never lost any access to an account except Discord. Um, I got banned for child self-endangerment. Yeah, I was server hopping with my friend trolling, and I might have gone into some that I didn't meet the age requirements for. But yeah. Oh, do you live in Canada? Mm. Is this unlisted or is this still posted? But you're giving me access. Shit. Sorry. Um, yeah. So, what kind of age did you start making the art that you make now? Because I wouldn't say our art is directly like similar, but definitely not like a normal. I feel like we share like a kind of a weird path that you kind of have to like it evolves over time maybe. Uh, but I was because I got that way. I went down that path because my uncle. is a graffiti artist who does he did a graffiti painting on my wall for my birthday. That was really nice. But just he does a lot of weird art with like teeth and gums, like big gums on people, and I kind of got into that because of him. But I was wondering how you kind of went down this path to where you are now, where you're making super abstract creations and just throwing them up on your website. Yeah. Yeah. Is there lore in any of your art? Oh. Uh. Lockdown? Or uh. I'm blanking. Curfew. From your parents or? Oh, from your city. Yeah. Oh. By yourself? Damn. Is one of those characters the one with the big ears? Because I saw that one. I like that one a lot. Hmm. So you were hallucinating because of sleep deprived? Like you were sleep deprived, or like it was that bad that you were hallucinating? How old were you when you were doing this? Dang. Did anything come of that? Like, were your parents kind of worried at all, or did they? You were hallucinating on the low. That's actually crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm. I was gonna ask. I was like, how did you ride a bike if you were hallucinating constantly? I feel like that would have been a little bit. Mm. That's nice. Um, do you plan on like continuing the art that you do now? I'm excited. You should I think a cool thing that you could do is stream while you draw. I think that a lot of people would love to watch you draw because I'm or even just like an above camera down on your hands as you draw, like, and talk about something, like a video essay type of thing where you're just talking. I think that could be really enjoyable. But I'm not here to just like tell you to do things. Um, so when like how did what was the cause for the sleep deprivation? Like obviously you were staying up, but like why? Is there like a reason? 'Cause I don't know if you gave one, but I don't think I heard. Just for like fun? Wow. Is it that boring over in Canada? No. Mm. Have you had any? Because that's really you obviously have a very strong artistic vision now. Have you had any like what's like some of the weirdest dreams that you've had, or just dreams in general? Like what kind of dreams do you have if you remember any? Mm. So when back to the Carson community type of thing, when Carson kind of stumbled upon your uh, builds and started interacting with you, was that like a was that like a cool thing that happened? Like, were you excited for that? Were you hyped that you were actually in the videos? Was that like nervous, or were you just was it just chill? Hmm. I mean, I didn't see any misses, so you did a pretty good job. Dang, you finally got your moment. That's nice. Carson, I on his CS:GO streams, you can see that your ranking, and your YouTube is a lot of your CS:GO content. And you said you used to play Minecraft. How did you get to where you are, where you're posting like psychedelic edits of CS:GO? I don't want to say psychedelic, but like, I think you know what I mean. Mm, mm. So you see, do you make those like I'm not saying anything negative about the videos. Like I'm not hating. I'm just curious. Like when you post those, are you thinking like this is funny, or is it more of like a just like a weird kind of experimental thing? Mm, yeah. Mm. So your old videos were Minecraft, just you talking in French. playing Minecraft as a kid, and now you're uploading those CS:GO videos. Was there like a middle of the like a evolution of your videos? Like, was there like a point where you're posting something completely different in between both of those? Mm. Mhm. Just for fun. Mm. So, mhm. So, you mentioned what is this? Is this like evil Kanye West, Beautiful Morning, on your YouTube channel 7 years ago? No, just in you uploaded it. It's called Beautiful Morning. Yeah. Oh, so you could listen to it? So, um, how have you had conversations with Carson? Because you appear in the videos a lot, and you're obviously Steam friends with him, I think. Uh, so I was wondering, like, have you ever had interactions with him outside of the streams or outside of the videos? Mm, mm. Have you ever been in the same call as him? Like, I haven't watched like all of his streams, so I wouldn't know if you were ever. Mm, soon, soon. Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't. I mean, getting bothered by that would be a little bit parasocial, I think. And I think a lot of people in the community are like that, and it's kind of a problem for some people. So you've been in the community obviously a long time, but recently you've kind of gotten more into it, as you said. What's like? Have you had any like? Obviously said that one guy saying the Sour Patch Kids thing. Have you ever witnessed like weird or just like bad things in the community, like people being annoying, uh, or just like, what's your like negative to positive experiences? That's good. Yeah, that's probably. So I'm guessing they're. Mm. So, what are your plans for the future? Like, you're obviously gonna continue growing in your art and stuff like that, but outside of that, do you have any other sort of plans? Like what are you gonna be doing next server, you think, or do you like the next season of the server? Yeah, very, very entertaining to watch. I'm gonna be honest. I think that might be one of my favorite videos that have been posted to the Carson channel. Big, big fan. So I wanted to ask, what was your, because you make, like, obviously there's the clips where you're like, this is for if you need a lot of crafting done, and this is for a lot of chesting. Um, what kind of inspired you to do that? Like to make these giant structures? Because you have the wooden one, you have like the kind of ancient ruins one, and you have the like white one with crosses. And also do the crosses have any significance to religious messages? I'm just curious. No, I figured. I didn't know if it had any like kind of like anti not anti-religious, but like you know what I mean, like people who have problems with the church. Um, yeah, and I really like some of your builds, like the brain with the ideas. I'm a big fan of kill two birds with one stone. Kind of rude. I'm a big fan, but I some of your builds are funny. I don't know. Like, did you mean that to be funny? Was that kind of like a funny part of the build? I'm guessing. Were you the person that wrote, "If I was the lion, I wouldn't do that"? Dude, that cl- that is awesome. Yeah. Hmm. Abstract. Hmm. Mm. Um. Yeah. I also was wondering, since those builds are like actually like crazy big, how much time and effort did you farm all the materials for those? Yeah. Damn. Do you think it was worth it? Yeah. I'd say so. I thought it was pretty cool. Um, so I don't I don't like to assume these things based off of like what I hear in the videos, but I you made a place called Weed uh whatever, Weed Town, I don't remember. Yeah, and then you had the Carson bong. Like, do you do psychedelics at all? Okay. 'Cause I mean, like, it makes sense for your artwork, but I didn't want to say that as if it takes away from the creativity behind it. Mm. In in a recreational way, of course.